As well, of course. We're going to have a session with energizing flow. So it's going to be a more sort of flowing hatha today. A little bit more tempo again than we had last week, but we're going to build on the strength that we were working on last week. So, arms and legs and everything, sort of just nicely aligned with each other. So I'm just going to put some music on here. Hopefully it'll work nicely. Good. You never know with these live sessions. Alright. So finding a comfortable position, of course placing a cushion under the base of the spine if you wish to. So you can sit down comfortably into the pelvis. For those of you that are new, this can be a good tip. You rest the hands gently on the knees. And we're going to close the eyes. And we're going to basically just start with becoming conscious that you are sitting on the floor, wherever you are. Be conscious of the sounds that surround you inside and outside the room. Be conscious of the space that you are in, even if the eyes are closed. Feeling the expansion and contraction of the body as we breathe. And if you look carefully, everything is moving. Here you can choose if you want to breathe consciously, slowly, or just leaving the breathing to be completely natural. Sometimes it's just nice to slow the breath down, fill the lungs, empty the lungs. And then coming up to the space of your mind. Expanding this space, remembering that it's not limited by the physical form of your head, or your mind or brain. It is infinite, and the larger this space becomes, the less important the thoughts that travel through this space become. They are still there, just less important. Finding now the center point of this space, understanding this is a place without judgment. It's a place of compassion and understanding for yourself. A place of caring, infinite wisdom, and a place that we can sit and simply watch, becoming the observer of everything that surrounds us. From the sounds to the mat, to the earth beneath us, and the space that we are in. And then slowly and gently opening the eyes. Welcome. Wonderful. Okay, so like I said, it's going to be a little bit more tempo today, and we're going to start today by actually lying on the stomach. So finding a comfortable position. Let's move that out of the way. And on the stomach. So make sure that the feet are on the mat. And we're going to start with the arms straight across the top of the mat here, and hands resting on top of each other. And we're just going to rest the forehead onto the hands I'm just going to take a few breaths in this position. It's crocodile 1. Then consciously moving the feet out to the corners of the mat. Gently rocking the hips, maybe left to left and right to right. Just helping the lower back to relax. So where we're going to be working the next few positions. Good. Now we're going to bring the feet together in the center of the mat again. So we're pointing the toes out behind you. I hope I don't disappear out of the picture. We're going to stretch the arms out in front of you. And bring the forehead to the mat. We're going to use the back muscles to lift the body and the legs. So we inhale, lift the head, and the upper body and the legs. And exhale down, gently back to the mat, control, all the way to the mat. Inhale, you lift the head, and we lift the arms, the upper body and the legs. And exhale down. Inhale, lifting the head. Lift the body, arms and legs. Keep the feet together, point the toes, and exhale down. Keep the knees strong and straight here. One more time. Inhale, we come up, lifting the upper body, arms and legs. We pretend we're Superman or Superwoman or Superhenne. And then exhale down. Bring the hands back under the forehead, separate the feet, and again rock the hips. Allow the heels to fall in towards the center. Good. We bring the feet and the knees together. Place the hands under the shoulders, and we're just going to gently come all the way back to the knees at the back of the mat. Using, of course, the cushion between the legs or under the ankles if you need the support. Good. We come forward with the hands under the shoulders. And we're going to reach forward, of course, with the right arm. Place the hand on the mat. Left hand, same position. Inhale, separate the knees to the mat, to sides of the mat, and exhale as we press the hips back. Bring the forehead down to the mat. We're just going to gently stretch. And take a deep breath. Exhale, sinking deeper into the position. And again, here we can choose whether we allow the breathing to be relaxed and natural, or if we actually have conscious breath in and out. Try and watch the whole of the breath, the whole of the inhale, and the whole of the exhale. Without moving the hands, we take a deep breath, inhale, and the exhale, just pressing the hips back just a little bit more, or the buttocks down towards the feet, and try not to move the hands. We feel the stretch in the shoulders. And one more time, deep breath in, exhale, and gently move again the buttocks back towards your feet and feeling the stretch or the extra space that we find in the shoulders. We bring the hands back to the knees and we inhale, coming up with the upper body. Exhale the knees together in the center of the mat. And rest the hands on the knees. Good. You're going to come into arm lock. So as I said before, we're going to bring the left elbow into the side of the body first. So you can use the right hand, of course, to pull the arm in, and then we can gently help the hand up the back. Keeping the elbow tight into the side of the body. Then we bring the right over the shoulder and connect the fingers. Close the fingers so that the thumbs eventually come to the outside of your little fingers, and then the extension from the right hip up to the right elbow. Again, we're just finding this little extra space in the shoulder, or inside the shoulder joint. In this position, we're inhaling actively, filling the stomach and the body with air. And then we simply relax and allow the air to leave the body. Then we repeat it. Inhale, actively fill. Relax, allow the air to leave. So we're not actively exhaling. It's an inhale with an active energy. And the exhale is passive and relax. 2 more times. You gently release the position, bringing the hands back to your knees. Relax the shoulders. Close the eyes and simply conscious of any contrast between the right arm and the left. Maybe it feels a little bit lighter in the right arm, or maybe a vibration, or a little bit warm, a little bit cold. Any contrast between the right and the left. Gently open the eyes. Of course, we're going to change sides. I'll turn around so nobody in the room can cheat. We're going to bring the right hand behind the back, elbow tight into the side of the body. Again, we lift the hand behind the back. It doesn't matter if the hands come together or not in the beginning. Left comes over the shoulder. We connect the fingers. We close the hands. And we have the extension up towards the left elbow now. Close the eyes. And again, this conscious breathing. Active inhale. Passive exhale. One more breath. Gently release the position, bring the hands back to the knees. Relax the shoulders, close the eyes, and again conscious of any contrast now between the left arm and the right. And then we gently open the eyes. So what I mean by this is contrast between left and right. We're not looking for a huge change. We're just feeling whether there is a difference between the right and the left. And often we can just feel that little difference. And that's all that matters, because as we do that, it becomes more and more, and you become more and more conscious of it. So eventually, for example, for me, if I'm doing this position, I feel the entire right side of my body and the entire left side of my body after I've done each side. But just watching it and just feeling it in the arm in the beginning, it's enough just to feel this difference. Going to lie on the stomach again. So you come down to the mat actively. And we're going to come into the half cobra. So we're going to bring the hands back, basically so that they're under the shoulder, or just slightly forward, so you can get the whole of the lower arm on the mat. Forehead to the mat, feet together in the center. You're going to use the back muscles. Inhale, lift the head, and we lift the upper body with the back muscles as high as possible. Remember, we can always check. Lift the arms. Rest them on the mat. Exhale down. You don't have to lift the arms each time. It's only to check, of course. Inhale, lift the head. Lift the upper body away from the mat without using the arms, just resting on the mat. They're not doing anything. And then exhale down. So we feel the muscles in the back here. Inhale, lift the head. We lift using back muscles. Hold. A little bit higher. And then exhale down. So what's going to start to happen is the elbows are actually going to start to lift away from the floor. Inhale. On simply because we're using the back muscles to lift, and the elbows just get a little bit lighter on the floor. And exhale down. That feels so nice in the lower back. We're going to do one more time. Inhale, lift the head, Lift the upper body, arms nice and relaxed. Just resting on the mat. Lift just that little bit more. And then exhale down. Good. Again, we return to the first crocodile. Feet sides of the mat, arms straight across. Rest the head on the forehand. Rock the hips, left to left, right to right. And then again, relax completely. Shoulders relaxed, elbows, arms, whole body. Good. You can leave the feet where they are. And we're now going to place the left hand under the left shoulder, right hand under the right shoulder. So back of the hand and the shoulder basically just under each other. So check left and right. Spread the fingers out so we have a good, strong grip on the mat, and keep the elbows into the side of the body, and then forehead to the floor. And this position is exactly the opposite. Instead of the arms being relaxed, we're going to relax the back and use the arms. So we inhale, lifting the head to its maximum position. We hold that position with the head and neck, and then press with the arms and relax the back. So we come all the way up. It doesn't matter if the arms become straight or not. You can have them slightly bent, just to your maximum position. And then exhale back down to the mat. Use the arms all the way back to the mat. So we consciously come back to the mat. Inhale, lift the head, hold, press with the arms, coming all the way to the top. Good, and exhale down. Use the arms consciously all the way back to the mat. 2 more times. Inhale, head comes up, hold, press the arms into the mat. Lift, just that little bit more, maybe straighten the elbows, just that little bit more. Good, very nice. Exhale down, back to the mat using the arms. So as I usually say, if you get tired in the arms, you're doing it correctly. Inhale, we lift the head. Hold the position and straighten the arms all the way to the top. And just that little bit more, trying to lengthen the neck. And exhale down. Good. Bring the feet together in the center. And we're going to come all the way back to the knees again. Let your arms slide or hands slide along the mat until they come up over your knees. And we can relax. Good. So each time we come to hero position, it's important here that we just relax the shoulders and the elbows and the hands. And maybe noticing that we're starting to come even closer down onto the heels. This is not going to happen during one lesson, but as we go through these positions together, you're just going to notice slight changes in the body. It's a little bit like I was saying with the arm lock, left arm, right arm, contrast between the two. And then we start to notice between the lessons that, I'm sitting a little bit more onto the feet. Notice that? Good. All right. So we come forward with hands again under the shoulders. A little bit of a physical challenge now. We're going to practice again the caterpillar and are you not happy with that? Oh, they're loving me in the room. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're going to come into the cobra position, but through caterpillar. We place the right hand just in front of the long finger on the left hand, and then move the hand across the mat until again it's in front of the shoulder. Now we lift the left we're parallel with the hand. Good. Now to get into this position, we inhale, pushing the hips back. You bend the elbows and come gently down towards the mat. Just before the elbows touch the mat, we bring the chest down between the hands. And then we continue forward with the elbows into the side of the body. Continue forward, 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 and hold, and breathe. Just keep the body away from the mat. Don't forget to smile. And then we straighten the arms, coming all the way to this top again. And this time use the straightness of the arms to allow the hips to hang down towards the mat. And then we come back to the feet again. Remember, hands slide along the mat, up over the knees, back into the hero position. Anybody notice a little bit warmer in the body maybe? Good. Guess what? We do it again. Come forward with the hands under the shoulders. Oh, they're loving me in the room here. You guys at home, you can just sit and just laugh. They can't. They need to do it with me. All right, so we place the right hand again in front of the long finger on the left hand. Move the hand across the mat. Bring the left hand forward, parallel to the right. Inhale, press back with the hips. Come down with the elbows. Just before the elbows touch the mat, we bring the chest down between the hands. Then we move the body forward, 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 forward. Chin still close to the mat. Breathe. Inhale, we come all the way to the top. Exhale and relax, keeping the arms strong and straight. Try and extend the shoulders. Lift the crown of the head up to the top of the room. And then again, we release, bringing the buttocks back to the feet. Hands slide along the mat as they come up over the knees. And we relax. Maybe the heartbeats increase just a little bit. If you close the eyes, you can hear your heart beating or feel it beating in the chest. Good. We gently open the eyes. We sit facing the long side of the mat. Legs straight. Good. And we're going to bring the right foot out to the right corner of the mat and left foot to the inside of the thigh. There's a lot of different variations of this position. So of course, in the before we've been moving the knee out and that sort of thing, but today we're not going to do that. So there's several different ways of doing this position. What we're going to do basically is just reach down to the toe on the right side with a pistol grip. And I mean by a pistol grip is, that this looks like a pistol, okay? We're going to put this between the toes and then we're going to grab the toe, okay? So this is the technique, is between the toe, hold the toe, and strong grip. Now, some of you might not reach the toe. That is fine. We can just bring the hand down as much as it can go on the, let's say, the right side to the right leg. Let's say it's here or here, doesn't really matter. And then we open both shoulders and look out to the left hand. Right, so it's entirely up to you where you go, whether you hold the leg in this position or whether you hold the toe. And we open the shoulders and look out to the left hand. Good. Now, lengthen all the way from the base of your spine up to the crown of the head. Good. Nice. And then pull back on the toe with the whole body so that the back of the heel comes up away from the floor. And we have this beautiful stretch in the back of the leg. So you're looking out towards the hand on the left side. Nice straight line. You can look back to the right. Go straight line through the right arm, shoulders, and out to the left hand. And we're looking to the left hand. Then we inhale, exhale, and bring the left hand all the way around to the right toe or the right ankle. And we bend the elbows and bring the head down towards the knee. And then we release the position. And change sides. Left out, right in, catching the toe, pistol grip. Remember, pistol goes down between the toes, and then we grip the toe. Or holding the ankle, toes up on the left side. So we want to make sure that the foot doesn't fall out to the side or forward. So we can stay in this position if you want to, and you just open the shoulders, again, look out. So this position is not reliant on the fact that you're flexible in the back of the leg, right? It's actually reliant on the amount of rotation that we have through the spine. And we don't want to over-rotate the shoulders. No point doing this, okay? That's not what we're trying to do here. Just trying to find this nice relaxed positioning here. Good. Inhale and exhale. We come all the way around. And down towards the knee. And then we release. And sit straight. Very good. I'm going to bring the legs to the side and come to the knees. I'm going to stand on the knees. So we come up and make sure here that the knees are under your shoulders. This is important for balance. Coming into camel position. So we also want to make sure that the lower legs are straight back from the knees, and we then curl the toes up. So check again, left, right. Now, as I said last week, if we're not flexible enough to reach the heels at the moment, just place the hands on the hips. And the important thing here is to push the hips forward so that eventually the hand just rests on the foot. So start with the hands just in front of the thighs. Good, relax the shoulders, nice. Alright, so we inhale, bring the arms up parallel to the floor. Exhale the hips forward, creating your back bend. Then bring the hands either to your heels or to the hips and look behind you. So either hands on the feet or hands on the hips. Look behind you. And we're going to breathe in this position. You're probably feeling a stretch in front of the hips. You just push forward just a little bit more. So we're not trying to lean on the hands, on the feet. That just becomes uncomfortable for the toes. Coming up, very important, we leave the hips forward. Inhale, head comes up first. Then we lift the body and bring the arms again parallel to the floor. Straighten the feet. And exhale as we keep the back straight and come down onto the feet and hands to the knees. Knees together again, center. And again, hero position, we relax. Shoulders heavy, elbows heavy. Feel the temperature of the body. A little bit sweaty maybe. If you're feeling that, congratulations. Again, maybe you're conscious of the heartbeat. And then we gently open the eyes. Come to a sitting position. Again, we sit side. And we're going to come to one of my favorites, which is the butterfly position. And this is slightly different today. So we're going to feet together in the center, soles of the feet together. Going to hold the back of the toes. Allow the knees to come to their natural position, basically as close to the floor as possible. Good. Massive improvement. It's scary, really. Feel how the lower back is engaged here. So you're thinking the lower back is engaged, again lifting all the way to the crown of the head, and then we just bounce the knees up and down. Exactly like a butterfly. You'll find that if you do it quick enough, you'll levitate away from the floor. Not even a smile. We're trying. Good. So while we're doing this, of course, we can have conscious breath. It can be a challenge for the mind to actually focus on two different things. Or three different things. If you're holding in the lower back, maybe you're holding in the stomach. Maybe you're lengthening to the crown of the head. Knees bouncing up and down. And this conscious breath in and out. Good. We release the position and we sit straight. Bringing the left foot under the right thigh, knee straight forward, and bringing the right ankle on the outside of the knee. Today we're going to bring the left elbow on the outside of the kney, and we're going to place the right hand on the floor behind you. And just gently look behind you. Breathe. I'm not going to stay in the position very much today. Good. Try and make sure the wrist is straight. And then we gently release, change sides. Right foot comes under the left. Left foot comes on the outside of the right knee. Again, now we bring the right elbow outside of the knee. Lift. Left hand comes to the mat. And looking behind you, we breathe. And we release. Come back to the knees. So we're going to come into a position that in Yin Yoga we call shoelace, and in Hatha Yoga we just call it difficult. No, I'm just joking. Alright. So we're going to lean out onto the left hand. So you can sort of just stop yourself falling over. Good. You can face the front of the room. Yeah, good. So leaning onto the left hand, left buttock comes to the outside of the foot. And then we bring the right foot to the left side of the body. Now eventually you're going to be sitting down between the feet, and the feet eventually will be at the back of the mat and the knees directly over each other. This is the first part of the position. Okay. So in the Yin Yoga, we're just placing the hands here, and we end up with the position which is called shoelace. But we're going to go a little bit deeper in this class, in the Hatha class. So we have the right leg over the left. Yes? Good. Left arm across the front of the body. Hand, palm of the hand up towards the top of the room. Then we bring the right arm over the left. So we cross at the elbow. We then lift the lower arms towards the top of the room. Now you'll notice that the right hand is above the left. So we're now going to turn the left and take on the outside of the right. And then close the hands. Now a lot of you are going, what? We then lift the elbows and lift the lower arms towards the top of the room. Don't forget to smile, and we breathe consciously. Here we can press the elbows forward so we feel this beautiful stretch in the upper back between the shoulder blades, often where we feel a little bit stiff when we've been sitting in front of the computer. Just feel the flow of the breath, and then we release the position. Uncross the legs and bring the right foot back to the right side of the body. Good. Change sides. Right hand out, lean onto the hand, bring the buttock to the mat, outside the foot. Then take the left foot to the right side of the body. As you probably remember from last week, this is the side for me that's a little stiffer at the moment. So I'm going to tell you what a wise teacher said to me once. If you feel any resistance in the body, take a few extra breaths on that side, basically. So left is now crossing the right. So now we take the right arm across the body. Bring the left over the top, crossing at the elbow. We lift the lower arms. Now right hand is below the left hand. We turn the right hand around so the palm of the hand is facing out away from you. And then we take on the outside of the left hand, close the hands, lift the elbows so the upper arms are parallel to the floor, and then press the elbows forward so we feel this stretch in the upper back. There's a lot of different ways of doing this position, and this is one of the most comfortable ones that I know. And we will be working a little bit more with the hand position later, but at the moment we're just feeling this extra stretch into the upper back. Don't forget the conscious breath. And then we release the position again. Uncross the legs and come back to the knees. And come back to hero. Back straight, lengthen to the crown of the head, rest the hands on the knees. And just feeling the whole change of the upper body. Muscles, the upper back, and somehow how the neck has sort of lengthened itself without us actually doing anything particular with the neck. We gently open the eyes, and again we're going to come forward with the hands. Once more, stretching out the hand over the mat, then placing the hand on the mat. Left hand parallel to the right. Today we're going to leave the knees together for this position, which is threading the needle. So we inhale, exhaling the hips back, and we bring the left shoulder to the mat. Looking out under the right arm, and conscious breathing through the nose. Good. We inhale, coming up. Left hand comes out to the right. Inhale, exhale back. We bring the right shoulder to the mat. And we look out under the left arm. Remember to feel this extension from the top of the fingers on the left down to the right hip. Conscious breathing. And we inhale, coming up and bring the right hand out to the left. Bring the hands under the shoulders again, move the knees out. And again, this week we're going to continue into cat-cow. So hands, wrists, knees, feet, everything in a straight line. So look down, right side of the body first, then the left, and then curl up the toes. Drop the head down between the arms. Feel the support from the arms, and make sure you keep the arms straight all the time. So now we're going to sort of a bit more of a flow with this position today. So we inhale, bring the stomach and the back down towards the mat. We then lift the head and extend the shoulders as we look up. And then we exhale through the mouth and push up. Strong exhale, stomach in. Keeping the stomach in. Inhale, back down, stomach down, lift the head, extend the shoulders. Exhale through the mouth, push up. Maximum extension in the shoulders. Inhale, rotate the pelvis, lift the head, extend the shoulders. Exhale. And one more time, keeping the stomach in. Inhale, back down, rotate the pelvis, lift the head, extend the shoulders. And exhale. Pressing up the maximum. We then relax the breathing, the back, the stomach muscles, and straighten the feet. Bring the knees together in the center of the mat. And again, drop the head down between the arms. We can continue with our practice of the second tiger. So balance and control. Remember, the more we use the stomach muscles here, the more control that we can get over the lower back. So we inhale the head up, we take the right leg out straight, looking back, making sure the leg is parallel to the floor, and then we lift the left arm straight forward. Thumbs against the side of the hand, stretch all the way from the top of the fingers on the left side, all the way down to the toes, on the right. And I hope my foot is in the picture here. Try and have the palm of the hand in towards the center. Good, we inhale, left hand comes to the mat, right knee comes to the mat, and exhale the head down between the arms and relax the neck. And then left side, inhale, head up. We take the left leg out straight, parallel to the floor, so look back, point the toe, and then bring the right arm straight forward. Balance, of course, is between the left hand and the right knee, and of course we have this movement, so finding the point of balance or least resistance. Stretch out, top of the fingers, right side, all the way down to the toes, on the left. And then we inhale, right hand comes to the mat, left knee to the mat, exhale, head down, and we relax. Coming all the way back again, buttocks to the feet, lifting the upper body, so the hands come up over the knees, into hero. Again, watching the breath, feeling the temperature of the body. And we gently open the eyes. Separating the knees to the sides of the mat. And today I want you to take the left wrist with the right hand, but behind the back. Good. So we're basically just holding this position. What this does is just open up the chest. So we hold this. And I want you to engage the lower back. So don't try not to collapse into this position. Engage the lower back here. Good. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale forward. Keep the contact with your feet and the buttocks. And then forehead to the floor. Good, we're going to come up, inhale, lift the head, lift the upper body first, then the back, coming up, keeping contact with the feet all the way to the top. And then we exhale forward again. Keep contact with the feet, activate the lower back, chest, forehead to the mat. Relax. Inhale, lift the head, upper body. Keep contact with the feet as we come all the way to the top. Lengthening your back, keep the lower back engaged here, so we don't want to collapse like this. Lower back engaged. Exhale forward, keep the lower back engaged all the way down. Keep contact with the feet and the buttocks, then forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift the head. Upper body, come up. Using the lower back muscles all the way to the top. Again, keep the lower back engaged. Last time, exhale forward. Control, keep the upper body away from the mat using your lower back. Come all the way down, then the chest, then the forehead and the nose to the mat. Inhale, lift the head, chest, upper back, and then lift all the way to the top, keeping the contact with the feet and the buttocks. And then release the wrists and bring the hands forward to the knees, and we can bring the knees together in the center. Sit on the feet and relax. Good. We gently open the eyes, and we're going to again sit side, and we're again going to lie on the back. And we're going to use the stomach muscles today, but just in a slightly different way. So remember, when we come down to the mat, we do what, Jessica?
Engage the muscles.
Engage the stomach muscles, right, exactly, good. So we can use a cushion here. All the way down, knees strong and straight. Point the toes out, control the stomach muscles all the way to the mat. So we feel this control all the way to the mat. Good, yes, yes. And the smile came with it too. Very good. All right, so we rest the head onto the cushion here. And at the moment, we're just going to have the arms along the side of the body. Now, we're going to move the left foot to the inside of the right knee, and then bring the right foot beside the left foot, so the knees are together. And now we're going to bring the arms out to the side, so move anything that's in the way. That's not the end of the course yet. You bring the arms out to the side, and then we drop the knees out to the right. And just allow the knees to come down to their maximum position, keeping the shoulders open. You can either look at the top of the room here or to the right hand. And if you're comfortable using the right hand, the shoulders are nice relaxed, you can bring the head all the way and look to the left hand. Don't forget to breathe. If you're lucky, the back's going to say clonk, and you won't have to go to the chiropractor tomorrow. And then we bring the knees back to the center. Good. Alright, so bring the arms along the side of the body. Now, as I said in the yin course, we press the heels into the floor and just make sure that the lower back is on the mat. So we have this nice and relaxed in the lower back and the hips. Straighten the legs again. So it's good to check that they are in the correct position. So again, left ankle level with the right knee joint, and then bring the right foot beside the left, so that both knees are together at the top. Again, we open up the arms 90 degrees out from the side of the body. If this is too uncomfortable for the chest muscles, we can bring the hands behind the head here. And having the cushion just allows the elbows to come just that little bit closer to the floor. Then we just roll the legs out to the left. And again, looking to the top of the room, to the right hand or the left, depending on which is comfortable for you at the moment. Of course, looking to the right hand, we have this full rotation through the whole of the backbone. And as I said last time, we're not looking to have a massive amount of rotation between each of the vertebrae in the back. Just these little soft parts between the bones, maybe just adjusting just a little millimeter here and there. And this gives us the rotation that we're looking for. Deep conscious breathing here. And then we come back to the center of the mat. Again, arms on the side of the body. Press the feet or the heels into the mat. Make sure the lower back is on the mat. And we're going to leave the knees in this position. So we're not going to come into full boat position today. All we're going to do is roll the upper body up away from the mat and bring the hands to the outside of the knees. So we inhale and come up, hold, and exhale gently back down to the mat. So if you want to make this a little bit more advanced, you can bring the head all the way to the mat, take the cushion away. This just means the heaviness of the head is working, so you're working the body. It's a little bit like going to the gym and just putting just that little extra bit of weight on the bar or the machine. So we inhale, lift the head, come up, hold, exhale, roll down. Bring the arms to the mat and head to the mat. Inhale, lift the head, come up with your body, hands outside the knees. Exhale, roll down slowly and head to the mat. And one more time. Inhale, up, roll up, exhale down. Arms to the mat and straighten the legs. You can take the feet directly to the corners of the mat and relax. So again, here we can just shake the hips left to left, right to right. So we're just feeling the flow of energy around your body. If you close the eyes, you can almost feel this like a vibration in the whole body, or streams of energy sort of flowing around in the body. We call this prana. It's so not sort of nothing magical or mystical about it. It's just energy, which is your life's energy. Sometimes it's just nice to acknowledge that you're here. Just stay with this feeling just a little bit longer. Good. We open the eyes, moving the feet together in the center and arms again along the side of the body. Bring both heels into the buttocks now. Right. Now, we're going to bring the right foot just above the knee on the left side. So the ankle is just above the knee joint. Good. So we have that position. Now we're going to pull the knee of the left leg in towards the chest. We use the stomach muscles. Pull in, hold that position. Then bring the right arm through the bent leg to the front side of the left knee and left hand into the same position. This is where the stretch starts. So we're now going to pull the left knee into the chest. It's a little bit like the single leg lock, which we've practiced before. So we pull the knee in using the arms. And then we use the stomach muscle even more and lift the upper body and bring your lips to your ankle. Then we just kiss the ankle just a little bit. And as I said last week, you can either grow very long lips or just become that little bit more flexible. Don't take this position too seriously, just using the body and just using this strength to hold the position. Inhale, head back. We release the left foot to the mat, arms to the mat, and right foot to the mat. Change directly sides, left ankle just above the right. Good. Knee into the chest. Use the stomach muscles. Left arm comes through the bent leg, front of the knee. Right hand into the same position. Pull the knee into the chest. Lift the upper body and lips to the ankle. Point the toe on the right foot. Inhale, head back. Right foot comes to the mat. Left foot comes beside the right. Now, bring the toes to the mat on the outside of the buttocks. And here we can catch the ankles with the fingers. The fingers are just going to come in front of the ankles at the moment. Try not to bring the thumbs there yet. Then we bring the heels to the floor on the outside of the buttocks. And now you're going to be able to move the thumb behind the ankle. So now we have a strong grip, the fingers and the thumbs, to hold the feet into this position. Coming into wheel or half bridge. Inhale and push the hips up towards the top of the room. So it's basically camel position, but just lying on the mat. We then walk the shoulders together. So we bring the shoulder blades together and center the upper back. And then we press from the heels up to the shoulders. So we just feel that we can push that a little bit further up towards the top of the room. Conscious breath. We're very quiet in the room here. I guess everybody's feeling the stretch. As I said before, this position is often called the wheel because it goes through the whole body, basically. Conscious here, control over the stomach muscles, particularly protecting the lower back. I'm going to talk more about that next week. So we inhale, hold the breath, put the lower back onto the mat, still holding the breath. Release the shoulder blades to the mat, and then stretch the legs out to the corner of the mat and relax. Whole body nice and relaxed here. Good. We're going to gently come up to a sitting position. And again, we're going to come into a half lotus on the right side. And so we have the right foot up on top of the left, or the legs crossed if that is more comfortable. What's important here is that we can get the hands in front of the knees with straight arms. So whether it's a half lotus here or just having the legs crossed. Of course, we can have cushions under the legs here if you need a little bit more support. Again, here I want you to engage the lower back, so we lift up through the whole body to the crown of the head. Place the hands on the front of your knees and wrap the fingers around your knees. So elbows are straight, and we're going to use the arms to pull the body forward. So basically what we're going to do is pull the chest and the stomach forward. So you're going to arch the back, but keep the head up, so it's this feeling with the body, okay? So we're going to use the arms. So inhale, we pull the arms, we pull forward, use the biceps here to pull the position. And then exhale, straighten the arms round the back and rotate the pelvis, bring the chin into the chest. Good. Inhale, we come up, conscious movement here, stomach, chest, hold. Exhale, and we press back. Bring the chin into the chest. Good. Inhale, come up. Good. Pull in the lower back. Use your arms here, strong arms. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Wonderful. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. And we come up and just relax. Good. Okay, so I hope you're feeling a little bit more energetic in the body, like you sort of woke the body up. So now we're going to encourage the body to just relax. So please lie on the back, and we're going to have a nice long meditation relaxation. So find a comfortable position, remembering to bring the heels to the corners of your mat, and if you need to, making sure that the feet can fall out to the sides. If you need to, placing a bolster or cushions under the knees, allowing this relaxation to happen in the whole of the lower body. Good. Maybe bringing a blanket over the body, just to keep the body warmth in, this energy that we have built up in the body. This is energetic flow. Feel it. Even if you're lying on the floor now, feel how the body, even if it's still, is completely and utterly alive. And just this small satisfaction that you did something for yourself. Feel the contact to the earth beneath you. How it is holding and supporting you. The space between the body and the mat. Conscious of the space that you are in. Maybe you are outside in nature, or in your house or apartment. Maybe you're in the forest. Wherever you are, even if the eyes are closed, just be conscious of where you are. You find yourself standing in the center of a forest. It's a beautiful autumn day, and the sunshine from the blue sky above is shining through the leaves that are left on the trees and the branches. What a cascading to the ground around you, making the colors of autumn even stronger. You feel the smell of the forest, the damp earth, the feeling that you're surrounded by life and in connection with it. You decide to go for a walk. One step in front of the other, in front of the other. Moving the leaves away with your feet. The feeling of being a 5-year-old again. You have nowhere to go and nowhere to be. It's just to place one foot in front of the other, enjoying life, breathing in the moment. You come to the edge of the forest. The light becomes a little brighter outside the forest, and you see a path in front of you. Gravel path. You decide to follow it. Still one step in front of the other. No effort. Timing each step with the breath. In your own pace, in your own time. The path winding in front of you, almost as if it has no beginning and no end. But in this particular moment, there's just one foot in front of the other. The path continues, and you're conscious of the stones under the feet. Maybe the difference in temperature. Maybe there's a breeze brushing over your body, filling your lungs with fresh, new life. After a while, you find yourself standing on top of a mountain with the most incredible view you have ever seen. It is a clear blue sky, white clouds floating effortlessly. And the view is as clear as crystal glass. Mountains in the distance, the snow on the top of them, the valleys, a village in the distance, a stream running down the center of the valley. It is as if you are the only person in the whole world who is seeing this particular view at this particular moment in time. And that is 100% correct. Nobody else is seeing what you are seeing at this particular moment in time. In front of you, endless and infinite choices of which direction to take next. You are in awe of what you are seeing. You want to turn round and see in the opposite direction. And when you do, you see the path that you came up to this point with. This path led you to this particular moment in time. Every step you have taken in your life has brought you to this moment at this time. Becoming conscious now of your breath again, returning to the space that you are in your body, lying on the floor or the ground, feeling the perfect balance from the earth beneath you, the space that surrounds you, and the breath, in and out, in an effortless flow. The heart now quiet and beating softly. The temperature pure and balanced. Conscious again of the body completely still, but full of life. And as you watch the gentle rise and fall of the body with the breath, allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper and deeper into a conscious state of mind, body, and soul. Slowly and gently, please come up. As we finish voice together. With the hands, of course, in front of the heart, and just relaxing the shoulders, allowing the weight of the arms to bring the hands together in the center. Good. We take a deep breath together. The exhale forward, extending out from the lower back, all the way down to your maximum position. Inhaling as we come back up. Returning the hands in front of the heart. And then exhaling the hands to your knees. Namaste. Good, so I hope that you're feeling this energy flow in the body and it is energizing you. So enjoy the rest of your day. If you're going to bed now, sleep well, and I will see you in the next class.